Hello all and welcome to this AWS tutorial. In our tutorial today, we will learn how to invoke an AWS Lambda function on EC2 instance state change and send a message to SQS, leveraging Amazon Event Bridge. Prerequisites for this tutorial: you need to know what Amazon Event Bridge is. So in case you are unaware of the same, please refer to this overview tutorial that I had created a few days back. I will have its URL posted in the description. Steps for this particular tutorial. First, we will launch an EC2 instance. After that, we will create a standard SQS queue. Then we will create a Lambda function to log info and send message to SQS. And finally, we will create a rule in Amazon Event Bridge to invoke our Lambda function on EC2 state change. So let's get started. First, we will launch an EC2 instance. So go over here and click on Launch Instance. And it really doesn't matter what type of instance it is, right? So I'm just going to use a free tier Amazon Linux instance. So click on Select and T2 Micro. And all that we really care about is the instance state change. So it really doesn't matter what type of instance it is, what type, what size it is, nothing really matters, right? So let's just click on Review and Launch. And then finally go ahead and click on Launch. I'll select my AWS key pair and click on Launch Instances. So our instance has been launched currently. So in the meantime, we will continue further ahead. The next thing that we are going to do is create a standard SQS queue. So this is SQS right here. Click on Get Started Now. And I'm going to give it a name. So let's say EC2 state change standard queue, right? So I'm going to copy this. It's going to be a standard queue and click on Quick Create Queue. So this is our queue right here. It has been created successfully, right? Okay, so let's continue further ahead. The next thing that we need to do is create a Lambda function to log info and send a message to SQS. So this is my Lambda console. So click on Create Function, and we will author this function from scratch. So we are going to give a function name over here, and I'm just going to say EC2 state change Lambda, right? I'm going to use Node.js. You can use whatever you like. And for permissions and execution role, we are going to tell create a new role with basic Lambda permissions, right? And click on Create Function. So it takes a while to create this function, so just be a little patient. Okay, so our function has been created. So it's right here, right? And what we are going to do is we will be replacing this code for index.js. So I've written a small code snippet right here, wherein we will log a few things in our log. So for example, we will log some event details like the instance ID, the instance state, etc. And then we will modify our response, that is the body of this message, and basically say that this message was sent when the instance was in XYZ state, and then return this particular response. So I'm going to copy these few lines of code, right, and paste it right here in our Lambda function. So that's our code right there. Now go ahead and save this particular function. Okay. The other thing that we need to do is we need to add a destination. So click on Add Destination, and we will say source is asynchronous invocation. That's fine. But in conditions, we will say on success, we want to send a message to SQS, and we will select our queue right there, our EC2 state change standard queue, and click on Save. Now, if you see if it's giving us a message that, our role does not have required permission. So by clicking Save, they will try to make changes to that role, which is fine. So just go ahead and click on save. This is making the required changes. And our function was saved successfully, right? Perfect. Okay, so let's move to the next step. The next thing that we need to do is create a rule in Amazon Event Bridge to invoke a Lambda on EC2 state change. So this is Amazon Event Bridge. So click on create rule and we'll give it a name over here. So let's say, we will say EC2 state change root, and we will copy the same in description as well. And over here in define pattern, we will say event pattern, right? So select that. And then we will say predefined pattern by service. So select that. And then in service provider, we will have to say AWS because EC2 is an AWS service. Now we have to go ahead and select that particular service. So type EC2 and that's EC2 right there. And what type of event do we want, basically for this rule to kind of, get triggered or basically this rule to be called, right? So we are going to say EC2 instance state change notification. So select this. And then it is asking us whether it should happen on any kind of state change or for a very specific state change. So we are going to say for a very specific state change, like for example, shutting down, terminated, stopping, and stopped. So these 4 states, right? Should it be any instance or a specific instance? So if you want, you can select specific instance, but I'm just going to select any instance at this time, right? And then what kind of service bus? We are using AWS services. I'm going to use a default AWS bus, right? And what is our target? So we are going to choose our target Lambda function over here. And this is our Lambda function right there. If you want, you can add additional targets as well. And then click on create over here. So our rule should be created shortly. So our rule is created. Okay, now time to test our rule. So this is our EC2 right there. And our instance should be up and running. It is. So it is running right now. So remember that our rule is going to be triggered when this instance is either in stopping or stopped stage, or I think terminated also, I think we add to that, right? So there are a bunch of 4 states in total during which our rule will be effective. So let us go ahead and now stop this instance. I'm going to click on stop, say yes, and this should have actually triggered that particular rule. So how can we test that and also send our message in SQS, right? So this is our SQS queue right here. And let us go ahead and also check our CloudWatch. So click on CloudWatch. So it's coming up. If you go to log groups, you should see a log group over here. That's right there. Select your log group. And here it is, the log stream is there. So it is 637 right now. Okay, and we should have something over here. So yes, we have 2 messages, one for stopping and the other one for stopped, right? Remember, these 2 are the events that we had requested that particular rule to be triggered for. So we have that logged in over here. If you click over here, you can see additional details, right? So instance ID, so that's our instance right there. 8B9, I think that's the instance. Yes, 8B9 is our instance. Awesome. And this is stopping, and it says should be a similar message for stopped as well right here. So this is stop, this is stopping, and this is stopped right there. Okay, now we should have a similar message in our SQS queue as well. So this is our queue. So select your queue and click on view and delete messages. and click on start polling for messages. So we have received 2 messages, of course, one for, I'm going to stop polling, one for stopped and another one for stopping. So if you scroll down, you will see our custom message, right? This message was sent when the instance was stopped. And there should be another one. This message was sent when the instance was stopping. Okay, so I believe we have come to the end of our tutorial. I hope that you like this particular tutorial. Now you can pretty much use this in a lot of your real life scenarios when you are building your applications, right? Like for example, if you want to have some rule to be triggered if your EC2 instance goes down, they have a Lambda function or something similar like that triggered and have a message sent out, that is definitely possible. Now, I have used EC2 instance over here. You could pretty much use anything else to trigger this as well, right? So feel free to explore this service. It's a really good service. Okay, let me know what your experience has been. And this is it from me today, guys. And I will see you shortly in some other video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.